Hey survivors, thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. I do miss you guys. I know I took a little break because I have to get myself together and just deal with the things that I'm dealing with as far as when it comes to the narcissist that I have to deal with on a personal level, guys. And I have came up with some information for you guys that may help many of you, and this is what I'm going to make the video about today. I want to talk about how to get the narcissist to back off. Now, there are cases that narcissists will leave you alone permanently, like you'll never hear from them again. That happens sometimes for some people, and I would consider that to be a blessing. But in this particular video, I'm going to talk about you can get them to back off temporarily if they're bothering you, bullying you, using all of their tactics, and you're just like, what is going on? I gotta get the narcissist to leave me alone. I can't take it anymore. They're dragging you in and out of court. They keep sending you disgusting text messages, phone calls, keep coming by your house. And that's what I want to talk about, to just get them to back off temporarily, if that. So the first thing I want to say about that is that you have to fight back. Fight the narcissist back. You can't just let them talk to you any type of way or disrespect you any type of way. Remember, they are bullies. They have the emotional mentality of children. You have to fight them back or stand up for yourself. I think that's one of the reasons why they pick the people that they do. They pick some of the nicest people that I ever seen, and some people that see that relationship between the narcissist and like the nicest person, they just think it's just a weird relationship. Some people can even see it. They were like, wow, what is he doing with her? She's like super sweet. I don't know like if he's good for her, because they can tell that. Some people can even sense the behavior of the narcissist is just really manipulative. Some people can sense it, and they can tell that they're with a super nice, super sweet person. So with that being said, if you have trouble standing up for yourself, or you never had to stand up to somebody before, the narcissist will feed off of that, and they will use that as a benefit, because they can manipulate that and flip that in so many ways. They're flip artists. They like to flip things and say, well, I told her I was coming by to get my things, and she never responded to the text. When really they were mistreating you so bad that you had to, make them leave. And if you don't respond to the text, they probably knew you weren't going to respond to a text message, so they're going to come to your house and kick their way in and abuse you. And they're going to make it seem like you didn't say anything or respond, so they didn't know. They will use anything that they can to flip and twist the situation so it can benefit them. They're flip artists. You got to be careful. So with that being said, you got to understand there's a overt side and a covert side to the narcissist. So the overt side is the person they're pretending to be. That's the person they want the judges to see in court, society to see. And the covert side is what they're really trying to display to you through messages. That's why when you talk to them or have a conversation, you're kind of just thrown off, because you feel one thing, you feel like, oh man, this is a weird feeling, but they're telling you something else. So you really have to be in tune, psychologically, so you can understand what they're really conveying to you and how to put it in place and stand up and stop the behavior. They're like children. You got to stop them and say, no, I'm not going to do that. That's bad. So let me give you an example. Say there is a child custody agreement that you have with the narcissist. And in this case, the narcissist is a male. Now, there are female narcissists, but in this case, in this example, the narcissist is a male. So the narcissist is going to tell their victim or the other parent, hey, when the narcissist is supposed to drop the child off at McDonald's, on Friday, hey, they're going to text the other parent maybe about 15 minutes before the drop off and say, I'm still working. I'm trying to hurry up and get off, but I'm still working. So I might be there or I might be late, and they know that you're already there because maybe y'all have a 15-minute or 30-minute window in your parenting agreement, which most agreements do have a little window in case somebody be late or something, emergency happens. So the narcissist basically is saying to you, in the overt side is saying, he's covering their tracks, saying, she knows I'm gonna be late and this, that, and the third, and it's nothing I can do about it. But the covert side, if you have to leave because you have your own responsibilities, so the child can stay with the narcissist for extra time, if y'all don't understand where I'm going with this, and you have to leave past the window, you can't wait anymore, they're going to say, hey, I guess she had to leave. She couldn't wait on me, so I guess I had to keep my kid another week. The narcissist, the covert side of the narcissist wanted that. That's what they wanted. They wanted to steal your parenting time. So they kind of accomplished what they wanted if you leave, but at the same time, they're covering their tracks in an overt way by saying, I couldn't make it, I'm working, which is a lie. They just wanted to set a situation up, to put you in a situation so you can either, they're hoping you'll fail at it, and you're hoping you won't correct the situation. When you correct the situation, because you got to correct them, it's like a child. They're like your child, and you're the parent. You got to correct them and say, hey, the court order says you're supposed to be here at 2:00. It's a 15-minute window. If you're past that 15-minute window, I have to leave. But no, I'm not missing my parenting time. You never showed up for my parenting time. And you shouldn't be late like that, because that's not in the order for us to do that. We're supposed to be responsible and follow the court order to a T. You got to talk to them like that so they can understand you're not playing with them, that you understand the rules, and they're not going to gaslight you and make you believe that you have to do something that you literally don't have to do. If you understand where I'm going, you have to stand up for yourself. Everybody has a weakness, and that's just an example. How narcissists will use people weaknesses to try to hurt them or manipulate them. You have to keep it business like, whether you're in any situation with them, you have to do the right thing. Even when it's hard, I know no human being is perfect. There are things that we make mistakes on, but you still have to try to do the right thing to the best of your ability, because once narcissists find out that you did one thing wrong, they're never going to let it go. And they're going to amplify what you did wrong to make you look worse than what they are and the things that they did. That's how they play. So you have to play by the book with them. So they can understand you're not playing with them. You're tired. You don't have any room for any games. You have to play by the book. So if they don't play by the book, the behavior is documented. It's shown by patterns of the things that they're doing. Like, they're always late. They keep showing up to your house when you guys are no longer together. And it's a text that you have where you ask them, please do not come over my house anymore. The relationship is ended. Please do not come over my house anymore. You have to document behavior and play by the book. That usually involves legal situations and things of that nature, because a lot of people are in heavy legal situations with the narcissist. A lot of people that I've known, and since I've started this channel, the situations are really bad, really deep, and they usually involve some type of level of the legal system, So you get them to back off. Another thing you got to understand how vicious they are, and you got to accept it. Like their brother, the psychopath, the psychopath basically is a lot more, dangerous. They're going to, lure you in and knock you upside the head and do the unthinkable. You know what I mean? So the narcissist and the psychopath have so much in common because of the way that they lure their victims in, the way that they manipulate them. The psychopath is going to lure someone to the house and say, have drinks or, whatever, and get whatever they do to get that person over. And then they're going to knock you upside the head, and just the unthinkable is going to happen. What a narcissist is going to lure you in with the manipulation. There's power in their manipulation. That's why they're so confident in it, because, not to give them too much credit, but the power in the manipulation is that a lot of people can be manipulated. It's sad, but it's true. Even people that are educated. It really has nothing to do with your level of education by way of the school system. A lot of people can be manipulated because a lot of people don't like to use their brains to really think critically about situations and about things that people say. Even people in the legal system can be manipulated. That's what makes it so sad. The narcissist will use everything that they have to manipulate people and to get them on their side. They can manipulate people in the school system where your kids attend school at, teachers, principals. They are really good at manipulating people because they are actors. They put on their emotions. They turn on these fake emotions, and they know how to play a victim. Don't give them room to play the victim. That's why I said it's important to follow by the book. You have to keep it business-like, and you have to be stronger, because some people cannot follow by the book because a narcissist is what? Manipulating them. They're saying they can't do this, they can't do that, and the narcissist is actually just throwing a test out there at you, and you got to pass the test. You cannot fail these tests that the narcissist is throwing at you. They're going to test you and test you. When you become stronger and you're passing the test, you'll get less tested. What I'm saying is that you'll notice there are less tests coming your way. Like, you might get tested every few months, but if you're getting tested every other day or every week, the narcissist is trying to destroy you. They're trying to destroy you either way, but when you're getting tested so repeatedly, they know they have you where they want to have you, and they're trying to hurry up and destroy you, because it's kind of like a fight. Usually the person is winning a fight doesn't want to let up. They're getting their victory, they're winning, and they just want to hurry up and destroy the person to their finish, to their, till they got to the point where they're happy with the results of the fight. Then they stop because they know the person is destroyed. They can't do anything to them, and they beat them down badly. So that's how the narcissist is. They're not going to let up. So they're going to keep on pouncing on you until they destroy you. So if they're testing you too much, they see a weakness and it's working for them. So they're going to use whatever is working for them. It could be your child. Example I can give, say the narcissist has to drop your child off to you. And this is a different example. And they say, oh, I forgot Ashley's medicine. I'm sorry, I forgot it at my house. You know that the narcissist did it on purpose. They left their medicine, your child's medicine, at their house on purpose. So they're probably hoping that you're going to go to their home to get the medicine. You can't fall for that. You have to say, stop. This sounds fishy and this sounds funny. Let me get my bearings together and correct this situation. Maybe you could say something like, hey, I noticed this is the second time you forgot the medicine. This is very important. This is a doctor's orders that Ashley's supposed to take her medicine every day. Please meet me back at this location tomorrow at the same time to bring Ashley her medicine. She really needs it. Thank you. You have to put that covert side back in their place. The overt side, they're playing nice guy, like, oh, it's innocent, but the covert side is really up to something, being mischievous. So you have to put them in their place so they can understand and lose some of that confidence that the game is going to work on you. You have to check them in a professional business type of way. Pass the test. The tests are hard for people who are empathetic. You can still be yourself, your nice, normal self that you are, with a big change to yourself. You have to change a lot. Narcissists will rip your heart out, your soul out. A lot of survivors who are at that level of healing where they have been, dealing with a narcissist for years, you're at the stage of healing where you can see the game and you can understand the covert side, and then you can understand the overt side, and you can accept it, and you can really stand up to them and put them in their place and say, nope, you can see the game. Even though you don't want to see it or you don't want to accept it, because that's a stage of the healing process, usually like a beginner stage. You don't want to accept the covert side. You just want to, be empathetic and put all this behind you and work together. But you'll come to the point where you realize there's really no working together. You have to actually, in essence, protect yourself. That's what you're doing when you're dealing with a narcissist. You're trying to protect yourself from them making accusations against you. You're protecting yourself from losing your children, protecting yourself from, going to jail or, losing your home. I mean, you have to protect yourself so people can understand that you're not the narcissist. So you have to keep it business-like so the narcissist behavior can be documented and the pattern can be shown on the things that they do. They actually lack in foresight. They actually are so good at covering their tracks, trying to play the game behind the scenes, that a lot of times things are going on right in front of them and they don't even see it because they are so busy manipulating, trying to set you up and trick you and get you to fall into a trap, that they actually miss some very important things that are going on right in front of them. So they are going to play tests. One of the tests that they're going to do, I'm going to call this an empathy test. Like I said, they may say, hey, I'm sick today. Can I get some, I can't bring the kid back. I'm sick. I just, can we set it up another time? I could keep him and, cause I can't really drive or whatever. And you may feel bad. The older you may feel, oh man, I'll just let my kid stay extra time with him cause he's sick and he can't meet me. That's usually a game the narcissist is playing with you. You have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, I understand your situation, but could you get somebody else to drop my kid off? It says it in the order. You can get someone else, another consenting adult. I just really want to keep everything on schedule and, work together, so our time won't be messed up by, this situation. So they're going to play on your empathy. They want you to feel sorry for them. They see how strong you are or how weak you are by just depending on how you are in the empathy test that I just explained. Then they're going to do a torture test. These tests, a lot of people are familiar with. They're going to rip your heart out. They're going to take you to court and lie on you. My God, they're going to lie on you and describe you as basically the narcissist. And it's just, it's soul crushing. This is what they're going to do. They're going to torture you so you can have a breakdown. I mean, people are human beings, You're going to have emotions. Things are going to hurt your feelings. You're going to cry, And a narcissist is going to do a torture test to destroy you. They're going to find out something about you that you didn't want them to know. That's why I say just keep everything up front and open. I know it's hard, and I know some people feel like the narcissist doesn't need to know everything. It just depends on what it is or what the stakes are. But some things, if it's involving children, it's better to just go ahead and put it out there so they won't find out and try to expose you. Because they love to do that. They love trying to expose you in front of other people and try to make you seem like you're sneaky and not straightforward. So the more straightforward you are, you'll see how much the narcissist hides. They hide so many things. They are so sneaky. They can't be straightforward and put everything out on the table. So you become stronger by standing up, putting everything out on the table so they can't just say that you don't do this, that you're hiding things or whatever. And you'll see that they don't put everything out on the table. A lot of times they won't tell you where they're working at or if they switch jobs or they got another romantic partner. You see how much they hide. You know what I mean? They are so private. But yeah, what I was saying about the torture test, it's meant to upset you. It's meant to scare you and to stress you out. So they're going to test you by way of, your empathy and by way of torturing you. So you guys got to be careful about that, And like I said, if the legal system is involved with the situation with the narcissist, follow the law. I know it's hard because, emotions are involved. But once you realize that if you follow the law, you are becoming stronger than the narcissist because they can't even follow the law. They break it. They do what they want to do. They hate those type of rules. They hate it, but they try to follow what they want to follow. And then, a lot of things that they don't follow because they don't want to do it. So make sure you follow everything from A to Z because a narcissist is going to follow certain things and other things they're not going to follow. You got to let their patterns or behavior stand out, and, always protect yourself. You got to keep your privacy together because they are so nosy. They stalk you. They spy on you. They want to find anything that they can about you. A lot of people know about no contact. Obviously, you're going to have to keep that in mind when dealing with them. That's one of the biggest things, doing no contact the right way, meaning being business-like professional, you know, passing the test that they throw at you with flying colors. They're going to back off some because they're going to say, it's not fun anymore. And if they cross that line, it's too risky. It's too risky if they cross that line with you. The boundaries have to be so in place, and you have to really whereas if they step over that boundary, they look really bad, and the narcissist doesn't want to look that bad. Even serial killers don't want to get caught really in a situation. They do things, most of them do things in a way where they won't get caught. That's how the narcissist is. So you get them to back off. Just, like I said, a lot of times it's temporarily. They're going to still throw tests at you here and there, but you'll see they'll leave you alone for longer periods of time so you can recuperate and, get yourself back together, because they're not getting the supply that they want to from you. Those, if those stakes are that high, they really don't want to get in trouble, so they'll back off for longer periods of time. That's what I mean by that. And again, I said, if there's children are involved, I know it's a lot of emotions going to be involved. You can't not have emotions, but you still have to understand how to do the right thing and what you're supposed to do. Have your boundaries up, stick to them. And it kind of shines a flashlight on a narcissist's behavior, because if they step or they break those boundaries that you have, they know they're not supposed to come over your house. You have a text message asking them clearly not to come over your home. And if they still do that, then obviously they're going to get into some trouble, So it's not to say that they won't never cross that line, because if they go on a narc rage, that's something that they will cross that line. If they're really that upset and that angry and they don't care, and they want to get to you or get back at you, they will cross that line. And in some cases, when they can't hold in that covert side anymore, they'll unleash. But people that I notice survivors that have low boundaries, the narcissist keeps attacking them, trying to destroy them. Keep on happening over and over again. And the narcissist comes at them pretty hard. They do brutal things because they're doing something wrong. They're not doing it right. They're not doing the no contact right. They're not communicating with the narcissist the right way. The narcissist peeps something in them, and they're going to keep on using the same thing, and they're going to try to destroy those individuals that are not doing the boundaries and the no contact the right way. They're going to keep on toying with those people. They're going to keep on lying on those people, causing chaos and causing confusions, because it's easy for them to do. So they're going to keep on doing what's easy. Doesn't the serial killer get a victim that, they like innocent, easy people to get the lure? The narcissist is the brother of a psychopath. So they lure their victims and destroy them once they figure out what their weakness is. So those with low boundaries are going to be the most stressed, and they're going to go through the most, because the narcissist knows what they're doing and they know what's working for them. They're going to keep on using what's working for them because they're confident. You don't never want to get them that confident where they're to the point where they're trying to destroy you every other week. Is something they keep on coming up. They keep on dropping the kids off late. Keep on doing this because they're confident and they're comfortable. That's why the narcissist is messing with people that have lower boundaries. So if you're serious, the more serious you are, you'll notice that they'll back off for longer lengths of time, because they're trying to. It takes time for them to set you up. It takes time. They have to think about these things. They write stuff down in their little notebooks. They write down what, I think they write down pretty good things about how, they write down things about you, your behavior. They're trying to understand what to do when something happened, so it can make sense if they ever need to use it in any situation. They try to collect their own evidence of things. So that, I say survivors do the same thing. Know the narcissist that you're dealing with. Understand their behavior. Write it down. Document it. When they drop the kids off late, they dropped them off late last Friday. Okay, and now, this Friday the same thing happened again. You document their behavior. They're documenting on you, so you understand their behavior and learn it too. They think they're so smart and they're the only ones that can, really do things, but the things that they do are wrong. So you got to remember, they feel rejected. They have abandonment issues, so I feel like it's their mission, it's their goal to punish people because of that misdirected anger. Whatever happened to them in their childhood, they still are holding on to that. They haven't got help. They don't understand themselves in that way, so they're still holding on to that, still going to try to, destroy the person that they were with, or in a relationship with, or it could be anybody. It could be a family member. So the operation to me is criminal. The operation of the narcissist is very criminal. They try to set you up, try to destroy you. It's almost similar to what a serial killer would do as far as hitting you upside the head, luring you into their house. It's similar. They may not take it to the level that the serial killer takes it to, but the operation is there. It's the same pattern of behavior. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video, guys, about those of you that are struggling with, you just want them to leave you alone. You can do it, accomplish it, at least for a temporary, period of time. Temporary may mean a year, may mean 2 years, but if you have those boundaries up right, whereas the narcissist is too risky for them to cross it, they won't take it there to that level. They'll test you every now and then, every few months or every other month, but it won't be as bad as if you have lower boundaries. So that's what I wanted to say, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about this video and what's been working for you guys. How have you got the narcissist to back off? What has worked for you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later.